Hey YouTube, it's Balthazar3457, and in this video we'll be going over the 6 different pistols that are in the game, the 3 starting faction pistols and each faction's unlockable pistol. I'm going to do a comparison and contrast between each of the 2 for each faction, and give some limited recommendations. Let's start with the TR pistols. The default pistol, the TX1 repeater, has a 21 round magazine and fires in 3 round bursts, for a total of 7 bursts before having to reload. 2 bursts to the head will kill an enemy. 3 bursts hitting an enemy's center mass is able to kill any class normally, but nanoweave armor can extend this to require a 4th burst for center mass. The weapon isn't particularly accurate, and its burst fire causes it to lose a good deal of accuracy the faster you fire. While you can clear the default TR pistol faster than any other pistol in the game, the weapon has limited usefulness. Its bullets do a very small amount of damage individually, and there is recoil between each round to exit the gun during a single burst. The combination of these means that if you are firing quickly, many of your rounds will miss, and the rounds do little damage in the first place. Even if you aim down the sights, if your target is outside of shotgun range, you'd expect only 1 or 2 of the 3 round burst bullets to hit your target. The TR default pistol is basically an underslung shotgun. You switch to it for a chance to kill an enemy that is very close to you. You can fight with it at greater range, but you're disadvantaged compared to other pistols. Vice versa, in extremely close range, the TX1 repeater can become dominant due to it having the highest rate of fire of all the pistols, and your target being substantially bigger where the gun's main drawback, lack of accuracy, is heavily mitigated. The TR default pistol excels at fighting a single enemy that is very close. You have enough bullets to burst and kill 2 targets, assuming neither has nanoweave armor. If one does, you will need to either reload or get a headshot in order to be able to kill both. The default TR pistol benefits greatly from a laser sight. The circumstances in which it is most useful are when your main gun is empty and you're switching to a pistol to try to kill someone who is already shooting at you, and you don't have time to aim down the sights. Additional hipfire range can be obtained with the laser sight attachment for the pistol. I'd say that for extremely close quarters, inside of shotgun range, the default TR pistol may be the best pistol in the game, but it pays for that greatly by being blatantly outclassed once it's outside of that distance. So since 3 round burst isn't everyone's style, and outside of incredibly close range your pistol will lose dominance, what's your other option? Well, you don't really have one. The second TR pistol, the TX2 Emperor, if you can tell by the stats, is basically a downgrade. The weapon exists for people who really hate burst fire weapons, and exists for them exclusively. The bullets do the same damage and the accuracy is about the same, but it's semi-automatic and slower firing. This will offer you a small range increase due to better firing control from less recoil, at the cost of the pistol's dominance at super close range. The bullets do not do any more damage, and the magazine size is the same. It's basically the same pistol with a different firing mode. But firing speed is what gives the default TR pistol its power, and the gun doesn't have any benefits given to it in return for giving up this power, so the gun isn't very good except for people who hate burst fire weapons with a passion, and are willing to give up the close range power in return for a small increase to the effective range. But the gun will still be outclassed by the other faction's equivalent pistols. Unless you're one of those guys that just doesn't feel like a burst gun is something you can associate with, I wouldn't recommend it. Now let's move on to the NC. The default new conglomerate pistol is the mag shot. Its stats are 14 bars damage and 12 bars fire rate. The mag shot kills with 3 shots to the head and 5 shots to the torso. However, nanoweave armor can require a 6th shot on full health targets, possibly a 7th if nanoweave armor is maxed out. The mag shot is a fairly powerful pistol with a decent fire rate and decent accuracy at medium to long range. It works very good in combination with other weapons if you run out of ammunition. You can dependably eliminate 1 or 2 targets using just your mag shot, making it an excellent weapon to switch to if you run out of ammunition. Using this pistol makes me feel like I loaded my gun with depleted uranium rounds. Its fire rate isn't poor quality, and it can kill targets faster than some primary weapons can. Personally, I think the mag shot may be one of the better pistols in the game. The TR default pistol can outclass it when within shotgun range, but in terms of a good all-around pistol, the mag shot is better. Behind the TR default pistol, the second one to offer the best close quarters killing power would probably be the mag shot. And since the mag shot is also very high quality at longer ranges, I'd say it's a very good and dependable all-around weapon. It has good accuracy, it has good damage, and it has an okay fire rate that isn't too low, and it has a generous magazine size of 15 rounds. So if the mag shot is so good, why even consider the Rebel, the new conglomerate second pistol? The Rebel has an 8 round magazine and gains some damage in return for a slower refire time and lower magazine size. According to the gun's stats, the Rebel does 20 bars of damage and has a fire rate of 8, approximately 33% lower fire rate than the mag shot, in return for a 43% damage increase. Oh, and losing half your magazine's bullets. The Rebel doesn't benefit enough from that extra damage, though. Despite a 43% increase per shot, it still takes 4 bullets to kill a target to the torso, 2 to kill a target to the head, but nanoweave armor can boost that back up to require 3 to the head. However, you can combo a headshot with 2 torso shots and take down an enemy in 3 shots. If you initiate combat on an enemy and get a headshot off first, but then they move to fight back against you, you can still dependably land torso shots, so this might be a good combo idea. The Rebel isn't better than the mag shot. The large sacrifice of its magazine size and slower fire time are very high costs to pay. To dependably drop 2 enemies without having to reload, you'll need to not miss a single time if all your shots hit the torso. Compared to the mag shot, you have enough ammunition without having to reload to drop 2 enemies and have some bullets to spare in case you miss, and that's considering them having nanoweave armor. The Rebel will only be a good gun for you if you're a dirty, hairy player that likes having weapons with very small amounts of ammunition that hit really hard. For some people, that playstyle suits them more, but barring that specific audience, this pistol may have a problem. Roughly 43% higher damage in return for 33% lower fire rate and 46% smaller magazine size, you're looking at a weapon that's really sacrificing a lot for its hard-hitting abilities. But some people will want that specialty. Some players are dirty, hairy players, and if you are, then the Rebel is for you. Next up are the Vanu. The Vanu default pistol is the Beamer with a 17-round magazine. Its stats say that it does 11 bars damage with a 15 bars fire rate. It's similar to the mag shot, but a slightly higher rate of fire and larger magazine size, in return for lower damage. So the question is, how much lower is that? Well, the Beamer requires 3 shots to kill a target to the head and 6 shots to kill a target to the torso with 17 rounds. You have almost enough for 3 separate kills assuming torso shots, so you can drop 2 targets without having to reload and having a healthy number of spare shots left over. The weapon's damage is lower, but it still does enough damage to kill most enemies in the same number of headshots, but you won't be able to pull off head and torso combos as effectively, as the resistance from nanoweave armor will be a little bit more significant for the Beamer than it would for the mag shot. The Beamer is basically a pistol for people who felt like they needed the Glock from Battlefield 3. You can fire a pistol semi-automatic very rapidly, and the pistol is also very accurate. You could call it the middle ground area between the TR pistols and the NC pistols. So if the NC mag shot was a bit too slow firing for your tastes, but you were otherwise fairly happy with a semi-automatic pistol with a large ammo capacity, then maybe the Beamer is for you. But what if you want the mag shot but you play Vanu? Well, the Manticore is the Vanu unlock pistol. Its stats are 14 bars damage, 12 bars fire rate with a 15-round magazine. You might be thinking, wait a minute, that sounds familiar. Where have I heard that before? Well, you heard it from me a minute ago. These are exactly the same stats as the mag shot for the new conglomerate. The Manticore is very similar to the mag shot. It has the same fire rate, magazine size, it kills with 3 shots to the head and 5 to the torso normally, 6 for someone with nanoweave armor, exactly like the mag shot does. I have a video demonstration on the screen now. So the Manticore is a reskinned mag shot. Overview. The TR default pistol is dominant in super close range, and their alternative pistol is subpar to others and exists only for people that really hate burst weapons with a passion, but still want to play TR. The NC default pistol is high quality and a good all-around pistol and has my personal favor, and it rivals the TR pistol for dominance. The NC Unlock is a dirty, hairy pistol for people that adopt low ammunition playstyles and are willing to make severe sacrifices to get that in a pistol. The Vanu default is the middle ground between the TR pistols and the NC pistols, comparable to a Glock from Battlefield 3. The Vanu Unlock is a reskin of the NC mag shot and will be my pistol of choice on my Vanu character. Overall, I would really like to see more variety in pistols in this game. 2 for each faction is hardly what I would call variety, and you don't have that much choice in any of these categories. It would be nice if some new pistols for each faction were added in. Personally, I think there should be at least 4 different ones per faction. 5 or 6 if we're going to allow factions to copy and reskin some, like we are right now. But maybe that's just my opinion. Anyway, the main purpose of this video was to help people decide if they want to dump certs or station cash into your faction's unlock pistol, so hopefully the information here has proven useful to you. I'll see you next time, YouTube.